Hi everybody, Amy White with Worthy Written Words. Today we're in the Old Testament in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9. Because we're at the beginning of such a large book, I've got another book here to support the Old Testament laying on top of it so that it's an easier surface to work on. Today we're going to be working on Strong and Courageous, the page kit. If you need this, there'll be a link in the video description where you can get your own kit. We'll begin by putting a piece of scrap paper under our page and using clear gesso and a foam brush, we're going to put this over the entire page. If you don't have clear gesso, it comes in the kit, but if you don't have the Stina Wakley, another brand that I recommend is Art Basics. I really like that kind. You want to be careful what clear gesso you use so that you don't end up with a gritty page. Those are meant for like canvas paintings and won't work so well. Next, I'm going to use a light board and the lion to trace the lion onto my scripture page. I recommend putting washi tape over verse 9 to protect that verse from getting drawn over. I don't do this in the video, and I'll show you how I fix that later on. So I'm going to secure the page with washi tape to my Bible page so that it doesn't move around on me, and I'm going to use just a regular black colored pencil to do the tracing. Next, I'm going to use my watercolors and the water brush pen filled with water that comes in your kit. There's a link to the watercolors that I use in the video description. And I've placed a picture of my inspiration lion in the corner, and I'll leave it there for you to use. You can use that for your inspiration. You can follow along and do what I did, or you can do your own coloring what you want wherever you want. Also, if there's concern that the watercolors are too heavy on the words and make it so you can't see the words, these watercolors that I'm using are super bright, and there are some points where it was darker than I wanted. And if that concerns you, then I would recommend not using these watercolors, either trying a different set that you know isn't as bright, or you could also just use colored pencils to make sure that you're not covering up the words. You could also use Neo crayons, which are like watercolors, or watercolored colored pencils, which have the same effect as watercolors, but they are a little bit lighter. The point is to have fun with this. You'll also see that this takes me a long time. I didn't do it in one sitting. Sometimes I'm in the morning, sometimes I'm at night with the light on. So take your time and don't feel like you have to finish this quickly. There are several reasons that I have more than one Bible, and this is a perfect reason why. I covered up the verse. I didn't think it would be a big deal, but now that I've done it, I really wish I hadn't. So I'm going to take out this other Bible that I don't use. It's more of a practice one, and I am going to cut the verse out of that Bible, and then I'm going to tape it right into this Bible, right on top of the other verse. So it's because it's the same one, it's going to line up perfectly, and when I'm done, you won't even know that I have done that. Other reasons is to have another Bible is that I like to try out some methods sometimes, some new media to see how it will work before I do it on my actual Bible. So one of my greatest fears is that long after I'm gone, all that will remain are my practice Bibles. But so sometimes you'll see I label the front of them in big letters, practice, just so everybody knows this wasn't my real Bible, this was my practice one. So here I am gluing it right on with a glue stick, and then I'm going to use a glazed Sakura pen to outline the verse to help it just pop off the page a little bit more and to help it look a little bit more streamlined with the page. Using the light board again and my traceable and the glaze pen, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add the little dots on the whiskers. If you don't have a glaze pen, any black gel pen would work, or you could use a little Sharpie. It doesn't have to be a glaze pen. If you want this same pen, I'll list a link for it in the video description. Now I'm going to add the stickers that come in the kit, and I originally used the ampersand in black for after strong. I did the black ampersand, but then after photographing the page and looking at it, I felt like it kind of blended in too much with the colors, so I changed it in the final picture to be the furry ampersand. Another idea you could do with the black one is not put it over the words. You could put it underneath the B like I do right there and see if you like that. Or if you do have it over the words, you could outline it with like a white gel pen. I thought about doing that. I think that would look really cool too. So those are some ideas. Just make sure you leave room at the top for the paperclip bookmark, and I don't feel bad about going over your artwork. I think it looks really great against the colors, and be sure to check out the devotional for the little thoughts that I have about being strong and courageous. Now taking the fabric strip from your kit, I put it in the paper clip and I just tie it into a knot. Then using fabric scissors, I fold the fabric in half and I cut going from the bottom folded part to the top corner on each side, and that will give it a cute little bow look. I don't know what they call that. And I make sure that I have them kind of even on both sides, and then I attach it right on the page with the smaller part of the paper clip in front so it doesn't cover the words as much. And then using the washi tape, I put both parts of the washi tape on it to help hold that down, and then we're done. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with this page. I know watercolors can be intimidating, but I hope that it was a great learning experience. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.